And what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It is your boy CheapLudez in costume as a disgruntled ex-police officer today. Time to talk about a few things that we've been given in 2K22 my team today. Honestly, I was a little shocked. I didn't expect any content today, but we ended up getting some decent content, and I do want to talk about it for sure. Um, right off the bat, we got some triple threat stuff, like triple threat online specifically. They put a 97 overall tis the season Steph Curry in here that is not sellable, which I have some thoughts on. Like, all right, I have some thoughts on. I know they're controversial. Look at this mustache; it's powerful, palpable. Anyways, people are really upset because it's non-auctionable Steph Curry, right? Which I do kind of understand because it does limit people's ability to get MT. It does. I understand that. And when it comes to these challenges, sometimes people are going to want to play this to get MT specifically, which I get, right? I am looking so gnarly today. I'm sorry, I just caught myself in the video for the first time. I'm at work looking like this. Psychotic. Anyways, I personally do not mind the fact that Steph Curry is non-auctionable, and I'll talk about why, right? If you guys remember last year, if you went back or you were around at the time and you watched the videos that I did in relation to the triple threat online challenges that we had for Invincible T-Mac, Invincible KD, anytime they put one of the Invincible cards up there for people to grind, I said that I would actually prefer if they were non-auctionable or if it was one per account, because you got sweat lords just playing hard as they possibly can all day, every day to try to get multiple cards or even just one of these cards, right? When you put these cards in here and make them non-auctionable, it actually allows the average person to come in here and play this game mode and possibly, keyword, get a Steph Curry card that they can use. And I think that's pretty cool. And Steph's not really that expensive anyway, so it's not like there's a real crazy expensive card, but I personally don't mind them doing things like this. I would have preferred had it been at least the NBA 75 Steph at bare minimum. But at the same time, like, I don't really think this is necessarily a bad thing. Like, refer to my tweet on Twitter where I said at least guys with like Sweat Lord, instead of an E, it's like a 3. Those guys probably aren't going to play this game mode anyway for Steph Curry. So I think that does allow like your average, more casual player that would, for lack of a better explanation, actually use Steph Curry for any reason, right? Like, those guys are actually going to be able to like play the game mode and possibly get Steph Curry. And I would assume Steph drops at a decent clip as well. So I personally think that's fine. I do. We got more super packs. Of course we did. I'm not kidding. I've been keeping track. This is the 6th super pack in the past. What was it? It's the fifth super pack in the last 7 days from 2K. 5th in 7 days. Horrendous. Sub 2%, 99 plus. Like, these packs are actually worse. This is the next gen super packs. It's just basically all the same cards. Look at Cade. Cade looks like he's nutting. Straight up, I just want to say that. I mean, these packs are not good. Don't open them. I mean, there's so many filler cards in here. It's just not worth it. I mean, Bull's back in here, Evan Mobley and stuff. You could get 98 overall Steph if you spend money. Zach LaVine, who's like, I just don't understand why they keep doing this. Like, why are you putting cards like Zach LaVine as the highlight? Cade kind of makes sense. You know what I mean? He's actually like a good card, but like, Zach LaVine doesn't make any sense. Why are you putting Zach LaVine in here? And the reason I say that is it's like, Zach LaVine's like 30K. Like, he's like 30,000 MT. Why are you putting a non-auctionable Zach LaVine in these packs? Like, I just don't understand. Like, Zach LaVine costs slightly more than Evan Mobley. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's stupid. One thing 2K did today that did surprise me was that, yep, they put Thurl Bailey in here, which very surprising, I'll be honest. 1,000 tokens for Thurl Bailey, I think, is a fantastic value. He's not that much better than the Opal one, but he is fantastic regardless. Like, Thurl's Thurl. Thurl was fire before, and now you can put badges on him. Now he's heat. Like, straight up, this is a top tier power forward in the game, in the token market. And I will say that's fantastic. I wish they would have dropped an Opal or whatever. Here's what I will say about this, though. The thing I will say about this is I'm going to go ahead and lock a couple collections in here. No biggie, nothing crazy. There we go. Got enough right there if I so choose. The thing I will say about this though is I personally think that it's better to wait until next Friday if you plan on locking in Thurl Bailey. Look, a week's not going to kill you, okay? You can wait a week to lock this card in. It's really not going to be that big of a deal. It's not going to get power crap that much. Like, it's literally almost the same as the Opal anyway, so it doesn't really matter. You can wait a week for Thurl Bailey. If you got like 3,000 tokens, by all means, like, go for it. You know what I mean? Who cares? We're only getting one more as far as I'm aware on not this Friday, but next Friday when they update season 6. But if you only have like 1,000 tokens, I recommend just waiting on Thurl Bailey and just see what else they release. Because who knows? They could release something fire. They probably won't. It'll probably be like, I don't know, somebody not good. Like it'll be like Emmanuel Mudiay. Actually, he would be fire. Actually, I would like Mudiay or Frank Nicolita. That would actually be pretty cool. I need a new point guard, so that would be fine. But a more realistic person that it could probably be is like, God, if it's Adrian Dantley, I swear. I swear, dude. Oh man, I would be super upset. Realistically, it's probably someone like an old-timey player or something. Like it's all the guys that we got last year, we've already received. Gervin would make a lot of sense. Like someone like George Gervin is realistically who it's going to be. That being said, Thurl is heat. Like you already know what's going on with Thurl. Like he's fire. So I don't really have much to say in that regard. Let's take a look and see if any of the lock-in for token cards are going to be expensive. Like I've been talking about it all week. Oh yeah. Let's check these sets. These are the sets we got to check. There's some MT to be made, certainly. I mean, Tyler Hero's up in price. I'm going to keep him for my all-heat team, but oh no, Mahmoud Abdul Rauf. Oh, he's like 10K. That's not that bad. Yeah, that's not horrible. I'll still sell him though. 8.5K, I think is fine. They're going to go down in price later today. If you are looking at any of these cards, like they will chill out a bit. But I'm going to go ahead and get 16,000 for my Mahmouds, my Chris Jacksons while I got a chance. You know what I mean? But people are going to be on the hunt for tokens for Thurl Bailey. Thurl Bailey, in addition to being a very good card in his own right, is a Sweat Lord card, which is like always beneficial, realistically, in regards to your MT count. Like people will spend obnoxious amounts of MT on some of these cards. Let's take a look at some other guys that I have that I don't really care about. Let's Stromile Swift. I've been asking for this dude in 2K for years, and I'm really about to sell him right now. But if the price is right, the price is right. It is what it is. Oh, 15K? 12K. I don't know. I might not sell him for 9K. OJ Mayo, I don't know if I could part with you for... Yeah, it's not the right price. Wang's about the same. I'm curious to see what's up with Havlicek. That's who I've been kind of worried about. I figured he'd be a little bit more. I'm actually going to chill on Havlicek and sell him later if I can. Any of the Ruby guys are going to be really expensive, though. I want to see what's up with, what's his name? Where's Coutinho Mobley at? Oh, he's actually cheaper than this morning. There's a bunch of them. Looks like people have been hoarding these for the token lock-in. So maybe you guys have been listening to me after all. Maybe you have. Looking at the Iced Out 2 cards, like this is another set that will be up in price quite a bit because it locks in for a decent amount of tokens. There we go. Look at Darius Garland going for 5,900, 4K. Oh, well, that's a come up right there. Give me that. There we go. I mean, I could probably get 4,500 for Garland. Like, that's fine. I would do that. You know what I mean? That's no big deal. If that's the case, I mean, that's a little bit of a come up. So I don't mind. Look, there's definitely some ways to make MT today, especially if you have some of these higher tier cards. Like, I don't think Bosch is going to go up in price very much. But there's other cards that certainly will go up in price. I mean, look at some of them. Like, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Nick Van Exel was about 6K last night, for instance. Like, and now he's up at 35K. Kind of should have looked at that before I locked this set in. I feel like it would have been more beneficial to sell these cards and lock in another set. But you know what? It is what it is. It's fine. I'm fine. Let's take a look at some of these iced out cards, like Bradley Beal, for instance. There's probably not very many of them. Oh yeah, no, that's nice. 44K for Bradley Beal. Let's take a look at Mike Miller. Mike Miller hasn't changed very much. Oladipo, not really. What about Scary Terry? There's a lot of Scary Terrys out there. Wow, there aren't very many. A lot of people are keeping them. Let's see what Bosch is at. I bought him for 25,000, and he remains kind of unchanged. I'm probably going to keep this set. I believe it's 200 tokens. I don't know. I should probably sell Bradley Beal while I got the chance, though. Like, realistically, that's kind of a lot of MT for Bradley Beal. Like, 43K for Bradley Beal for this Cryogenesis card just to lock in for 200 tokens is kind of a lot. Now, want to make sure to go look for other cards that lock in for tokens. Like, let's take a look at like Bill Russell and Jimmy Butler. There aren't very many of them, or weren't anyway. Yeah, so these cards are way up. Like, Butler's kind of hovering around the same, but Julius Erving's kind of, they're kind of teetered out a little bit. What other sets lock in for tokens? The Beast set. I didn't even realize this set locked in for tokens. I don't expect this set to be up in value too much. The reason being, everybody has these cards. Everybody opened these packs, so it doesn't really look like they're going to lock in too much. That being said, oh, look at Murasan. He was way down, dude. He was significantly more expensive the other day. Like, there was only like 2 of them. He was like 8K the other day. That's kind of crazy. All-Star set as well. These are probably down. I mean, any set that has Dark Matters, you're not going to find too many cards in there that are going to be like worth a whole lot. Looking at which other ones? Dunktober. I'm so glad they did token lock-ins for a lot of these, honestly. Like, because I just don't. Prime time. Oh no. Now, there's still ways to make tokens like that aren't going to come at an extreme premium. I don't know where I was going with that. My brain kind of sputtered for a second. Now, these packs are a good way to make tokens and not spend an incredible amount of MT unless people start price fixing these, which it's entirely possible that they do, but it is a super pack day, and I don't think it's going to, really be incredible packs. Like, well, I don't know if they actually drop dynamic ratings cards in those super packs. I actually haven't opened these, so I don't know. It's possible that they do. I mean, they definitely will come out of there. It's just, I think they're guaranteed. So I don't know. These are a cheap way to lock in, though. I mean, you get 25 tokens for these. I'm still not locking a couple of them in. I'm going to do some math when I get home and just see how many tokens I can accrue for how much, before I specifically decide if I want to lock in for Thurl Bailey. I do want to lock in for Thurl Bailey, but at the same time, I also really want to know who's going to drop next, because it could be someone good. It probably isn't, but it could be. You know what I mean? As always, it's been your boy CheapLudez. Have a good afternoon. I'm on my lunch break right now, chilling, talking to you guys. It's so much I care. Cheers.